Conservation meeting for Tuesday, December 16th, 2025, 6:30 PM in the McDonald Brown Conference Room is now open. And I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes for December 2nd.
Moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And we have
Aye.
new public hearing, which I'll read in. 0 Samuel Ave and 0 Brooks Place. Under the Wetlands Protection Act, Chapter 131, Section 40 MGL, as amended, and the West Bridgewater Wetlands Protection Bylaws and Rules and Regulations, the Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing in McDonald Brown Conference Room, 65 North Main Street, through both remote participation and in person on December 16th, 2025, 6:30 PM for an abbreviated notice of resource area delineation seeking confirmation of wetland resources identified under the Wetlands Protection Act.
Hello, my name is Sophia Zion. I'm a wetland scientist with WB Consulting. I'm representing the applicant Parallel Product Solar Energy for the 0 Brooks Place and 0 Samuel Ave and Brad. So just to orient you with the existing conditions of the site, not sure if you can see this ortho well enough, but it's the Samuel Ave parcel is located to the west of Samuel Ave and to the east of West Meadows Wildlife Management Area. The Brooks Place parcel is located to the east and south of the Samuel Ave parcel. So we had delineated the eastern boundary of the bordering vegetated wetland, which extends across both parcels. We delineated it with 5 series GCA 1 to GCA 300. We also delineated the western boundary located on Brooks Place, shown in the blue area here. And this was delineated with 5 series GCJ 1 to GCJ 155. We had also delineated a USGS mapped intermittent stream known as Black Betty Brook that extends between the two wetlands. This has not been added onto the site plan yet, but we will provide this to the commission following the next hearing. We did delineate both sides of the stream. Both sites are not mapped as an area of critical environmental concern or an outstanding resource waters area. There is a jurisdictional FEMA flood zone AE which extends somewhat along the intermittent stream to the east of Brooks Place and within the central portion of Samuel Ave. There is a potential vernal pool located approximately around this area. It was not delineated because it is inferior to the bordering vegetated wetlands. Both sites are not mapped as priority or estimated bird habitat for species. So I would be happy to answer any questions at this point.
I have gone out once to try to orient a little bit, and I did start on the field side on the northern end. And so far the line's been accurate. I did get to a point where I tried to do some augering for soils, and last week the frost was already in the ground.
Yeah.
So otherwise it's pretty defined on that northbound boundary area. I didn't have any questions there. So at this point I just need to keep going out, and hopefully the ground will thaw. So if I do run into a spot where vegetation questions. The only question I did have is the circular spot that's in the center of the field.
Over in this
Yeah,
area?
Yep, that one. I couldn't quite figure out what that was. There was an old wetland flag that looked like in the middle of it.
In
but-
the middle of it? Yeah, so we did go through the fields and didn't find any hybrid soils or wetland indicator species. I will correspond with the engineer and just double check.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure what the flagging was. It looked to be old, so I wasn't sure if there was a previous work done or something.
Yeah, we hadn't seen any previous delineations. We did have previous files that were on this site, and there was no flagging within this field area.
Are the colors representative of buffer zones?
Yep, yeah, so the blue area is the bordering vegetated wetland area, the green area is 50-foot, no alteration, and then the orange is the 100-foot buffer zone.
Okay. I was looking at it the other way.
Is it too early to ask what's the purpose of all this going on?
So we're just seeking to confirm the delineation boundaries at this point, but we will come back to the commission with a notice of plan.
How many acres are we looking at for the non-wetland area?
For non-wetlands,
Roughly,
I would have
yeah.
to double check. I think it's about 5 to 10 acres within this area, and then same within this area as
Okay.
well. But I would be happy to provide that at the next hearing as well.
Yeah, well, at this stage, it's just, yeah,
Yeah, it's just preliminary introduction, just introducing the site.
sure,
Running
sure.
through the wetland flags that are on the site plan at this point.
Sure. That's pretty far back, isn't it?
It's,
I mean,
I've never been,
Brooks Place,
honestly,
I've
to be
never
honest,
been
I haven't
out
been
there,
down
so-
Samuel Road. It's off the road quite a bit. I
Is
mean,
it? Yeah.
It's right by the Brockton Country Club, I believe, that's up in this area over here.
Yeah, the Brooks Place address throws people because there's really no access to Brooks Place.
Yeah, you have to walk a bit through the woods to get there.
Sure, sure.
How far down is it from that open field on
On
Brooks Place?
the open field, actually come fairly close to the backside,
Okay.
but there's no actual frontage on Brooks. It's just on the assessor's database. That's the closest road to the
Yeah.
parcel, so that's where they listed
Now,
as
do you
0
plan
Brooks.
on walking the entire,
Yes,
just to double check it?
yeah, I do that for all of them.
Yeah.
When
Wow.
did they do the flagging?
This was in April 22nd and then 23rd and then portions of May as well.
Of last year?
Of
this year, yeah.
Yes.
And they're all out there, you think so?
Still gotta,
We did check last
Yeah.
month and they were all out
Oh,
there
okay,
at that
so you
point.
did check,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, they looked pretty intact. When I walked it, I couldn't find any missing ones so
All
far.
right, I didn't know if you just like, okay, did it, and then all of a
No,
sudden
we
you
did
just
go
bring it
back
up
to
and
the
let's go out
site.
there and do it now.
Yeah,
There's a
we
lot
did
of
go back
flags.
just to make sure with
Yes.
lettering
Okay,
them
yeah.
out, but- Yeah, they should still all be up there, but I would be happy to join you on a site visit as well, just to
Okay.
walk through.
Yeah, the next,
Yeah, that would be great. I know.
and
when the
I ended up with
crosswalks-
an afternoon free and said, all right, I'm gonna head out and see how far I can get. And it was before the snow came, so I knew I
Yeah.
could at least
Yeah.
Yeah, the
make an
ground's a
attempt
little
at it.
tough at this point.
sure,
but-
sure.
I mean, I don't wanna delay this till spring if I can avoid it. So
I have
yeah, I
no
would
further
prefer to-
questions, so.
It does look like it's supposed to warm up a little bit on Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
so it's have
yeah.
a thaw, so hopefully it'll,
Yeah,
We'll see.
When I look at it in satellite view, it looks like there's a couple of previously disturbed areas out in the woods.
yeah, and
Do you
that,
know what those are?
I haven't been out there yet, but it looks like the upland part of that 5 acre piece, when you cross it, had possibly old field in there at one point. It looks like ATVs maybe using it or out there. I mean, there are some old stone walls, looks like, from satellite, and I can say I did walk down the stream and then walk back through the stone walls around the field to leave, and they're pretty significant stone walls.
Oh, I'm sure they would. Probably, yeah, use this field guarantee then.
Yeah.
Use the old Copeland farm. Yeah.
okay, I'm all set. Yeah.
You know, so when do you want to continue it to?
The next possible hearing would be great. We could provide the updated site plan with the stream flaggings by then.
Okay, when's the next?
I have no problem continuing. We can make an attempt and we'll see how we go and
Okay.
go from there.
What's the next
So
one?
the next one would be January 6th.
No,
Yep.
no, I don't have anything to say.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm good. But I do know that it was all fields.
Okay.
Hi, I have a couple of questions.
Yes,
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Still froze.
is that Catherine?
I'm sorry, my internet seems to be unstable. Can you hear me?
Yep.
We can hear
Yes,
you.
it is.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna take myself off video to see if that helps. Okay. Hi, I'm Katie Barnacle. I'm a senior wetland scientist with Ilex Environmental. And one of the butters asked me to take a look at this. And I just have some quick kind of administrative questions. Some of the graphics and the site plan show other lots that are involved. So I just wanted to clarify, including like the farmhouse lot, and it looks like there's a sliver of maybe an access lot right next to the farmhouse on the site plan. lot 10-15. So I just wanted to clarify that this ANRAD is just for the two lots, the two substantially larger lots, because it looks like some of the graphics that were included in the ANRAD and the site plan include more lots than what was requested in the ANRAD. So I just wanted a quick clarification of that. And also the site plan doesn't show the easternmost wetlands on the largest lot, 5-002, and I was wondering if the applicant is requesting approval of the wetland boundary that's not shown on the site plan. That's on lot 5-002.
Sure, so for your first question, so in terms of the delineation lines we are seeking to confirm, this is just on the Samuel Ave parcel and the Brooks Place parcel. So we had done delineations prior to this, but we are just looking to confirm this area as well, so not on the other lots.
Thank you.
Could you please point specifically to the two parcels you just mentioned?
Yep, absolutely. So the lot line's not shown on this portion, but the Brooks Place parcel extends this way and then down here, and then this is all the Samuel Ave parcel.
And that parcel actually goes much
Yeah,
further to
so-
the north and west.
Yeah, so I'm sorry if you can't see this, it's a bit smaller, but it does extend all the way to the northwest.
But not where the farmhouse is.
Right, but the farmhouse and that adjacent were just listed as lots for reference on the plans,
Yes,
not
yep.
part of the actual delineation.
Exactly, it's only these lots, nothing to do with either of these two lots.
Okay.
And then some of the wetland boundary goes off the site plan, but it's still on lot 5-002.
In terms of the eastern boundary,
It's the southeastern boundary.
southeastern boundary, yeah, so in the revised plan, we will be updating that also to include the boundary, all the way to the eastern portion.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you to the Conservation Commission. Those are the only questions. Just when the new plans come in, we would love to have an opportunity to review that. And I know the Mattapoisett and Massasoit soil type, which is on this eastern part of the property, sometimes has those spodosols that are really, really difficult. You can have like white oak upland and wetland soils. So I'm hoping that that this can be reviewed when you can get into the soils, because that easternmost area might be somewhat complicated, because those spodosols have thrown me for a loop quite a few times. So I don't wish those on anyone.
Yeah, the delineation was definitely difficult in terms of the vegetation and soils, but we were as conservative as possible with going based off primarily soils, and then also taking into vegetation into account, but definitely more on the conservative side with including those areas.
And I can attest
Thank
to
you.
the fact that old farm soils or any farm soils
Yeah.
are the worst to have to try to delineate. It's-
Thank you again to the commission and to the representative.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So everybody's all set?
Yep.
Yep.
So I guess I'll entertain a motion to continue to January 6th.
Moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 I guess we'll see you then.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I do have the green cards, so would you like the hard
Oh,
copies?
yeah, if you have those, I'll take them now. Thank you.
6th. Have a good holiday. And the next one is a continued public hearing for 790 North Main Street for a request of determination for proposed redevelopment of an existing car wash. Can see they cleared it up pretty good.
That would be Kevin, and I think you do have an updated plan. Do you want to share or you want me to bring it up?
I can give it a shot,
Okay.
and we can see how we can go for here.
It doesn't look like the background
No.
of a car wash.
Iceland. All right, can everybody see my screen?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
up.
All right, my name's Kevin Davis. I'm a PE with Mtg Engineering. And I just wanted to really quickly go over some changes we've made to the plan based on some of your comments, and just kind of take the temperature of the commission. And I realize Mr. Hayes hasn't had a chance to look through everything yet. And then hopefully on January 6th, we can get pretty close to closing this out. So one of the main concerns was adding a fence around the property. And again, this is 790 Main Street. This is the old car wash structure that we're looking to fix up, clean up, and get it into a good state. One of the issues with putting a chain link fence or any kind of fence on this northerly section of the property, as you can see, this edge of pavement actually goes beyond our property line. This causes a bit of issue. We'd have to install a chain link fence on an abutting property that we don't own. So we'd be unable to really legally do that, but we did put it and site it where we could around, especially the southern wetland concern, abutting these stormwater trenches that we're proposing. So we did site it where we could. The other concern we had was snow storage. So we did kind of clarify that any grassed area that's not a stormwater structure will be used for snow storage. We've also added a note and some details on the O&M plan. Essentially, it'll be hauled off site if the snow volume exceeds the site capacity on those grassed areas. So nothing that hasn't been done in similar situations before on sites that are very constrained. So it's not a surprise to our client to have to do this. And then just general cleanup of the site was another concern. We're working to remedy all those situations and have no issues, especially since that is the primary goal of the repair work being done here is to clean up the site. And so all that trash, debris, the basins, they're all going to get cleaned out, and we're working on that right now. Tim, I think those were the main ones, but if there's anything else that I need to highlight, feel free to jump in.
So I know the commission was looking for the fence along the whole entire perimeter, but knowing on the northern side the limitations,
Right.
I believe in the operation and maintenance plan there is a requirement for trash and debris clearing and checking and monitoring. So that might take care of the issue of having stuff blowing into that wetland area. If it's part of the operation and maintenance plan that they have to do on a quarterly basis to look. So I'll check the plan and make sure it's in there, but that might be a way around it.
How much
Yeah, I have it up right here, solid waste.
How much
intervals quarterly or more frequently.
how much of the driveway is on the other person's property?
Depending on where we're talking, it can be, 5 feet or a few feet. So it is over the property line.
And you guys aren't gonna have any issues with that? Somebody
So,
complaining about it?
I don't pretend to be a legal expert, so this is not legal advice, but I know there are certain legal mechanisms if something's been in place for a certain length of time, that it becomes memorialized with the structural location of certain access ways and structures. We're not planning on altering that area at all. But adding additional structures or anything on that side, I don't think we're looking to create a new issue because of that.
So if you were to put a fence in the blacktop, how far would that affect the driveway or the drive? Yeah, basically the driveway. If you were to stick a fence on the property line through the blacktop.
It would constrain it a bit, The exact amount I'd have to get back to you. I think, like I said, you'd be cutting off up to 5 feet on some of the areas. And you'd have to be ripping out all that asphalt to put a fence down, so right near the wetlands. I don't know.
You would just dig holes right through the blacktop and just
You mean just posting it?
posting it through, not digging it all out. Just
It also
posting it
may
through.
fall into a public safety issue getting around the building.
Well,
It
no, I was just
may
wondering.
narrow, right, I mean, it's,
How much of
unfortunately,
a
this
narrow
was
is it?
designed, a lot of our pre-zoning and pre-requirements for development and building, and so it's, like you said, it's been there for so long.
Yeah,
it
I was
may
just
be-
wondering. I mean, the person who owns that property next door. What happens if they all of a sudden they said, "We don't want that there. Dig it out." That's going to affect you guys. I'm just saying it might not happen, but if it does, what are you going to do then?
I'm sure there.
Then that gets in
That's
to
up-
a legal
yeah.
zone that I don't deal with personally.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So right now you're just going to leave it.
But I can say their land is mostly a resource area, so it's a ditch.
Okay.
There's really
I
no
don't
usable
foresee
space.
someone doing that, but
No, I understand. I'm just thinking of possibly.
yeah, of course. Yeah, I think one of the issues, if we constrain it too much more, there might be issues with fire access for like a fire truck getting in.
True. Yep. All right.
Our biggest concern is just trash and stuff blowing down.
Previously, there's been quite a bit. There's been debris dumped in the back.
It
and
was dumped, not blown in or,
it was people cleaning cars and
Yeah.
shopping bags blowing around. And
yeah.
I mean, there is some areas where people literally have dumped tires and buckets and household debris and trash bags and
What would prevent it now, do you think?
Cameras.
more activity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been idle for,
Right.
Hey, Kevin.
The other thing to note is our client has a very long history of keeping well-kept sites, not to mention with the O&M that's enforceable through the Conservation Commission. I don't think there'd be further issues with trash on the site going forward.
Kevin, can you show us where the dumpster was relocated to? It looks like that stone trench got
Oh,
pushed
sure.
back more.
I'm playing musical screens here. Hold on. So the dumpster was relocated down here. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the original plan showed that
It's an
stone trench.
enclosed dumpster. It's surrounded by a fence.
Right, and that stone trench originally went around the corner of the property.
Correct. Yes.
You have any thoughts on that,
have you
Kevin?
been down there?
And I think by having the
Been over
the
there?
fence on that corner where the dumpster is will help
Yeah.
mitigate
Right.
the amount of disturbance that happens in that corner.
Mm.
It also looks like the site pitches to that corner so that stone riprap swale will help catch a lot of the runoff that's currently just shedding right into that
Right.
wetland area, untreated and unchecked.
Right.
What about moving that dumpster like a little bit farther north? Because what happens if it gets rain and all that stuff gets in there and the water dumps out of the dumpster, drains out of the dumpster? If there's a hole in it, it'll go into the riprap there. Any way of kind of moving it maybe possibly up a little bit more away from the corner, a little farther up?
I mean, we originally had it proposed up here between
Right.
these two lane stripings, but then that would be near another resource.
Up there.
We put it down here because it would be in the corner off to the side and have fences on both sides. And as part of the O&M, they're maintaining the stone trench, so they'd be passing by this area more often during maintenance activities.
The stone trench used to come down and then up the property on the corner. Now it just goes straight.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any way to
Continue that the way it was?
bring the stone trench up behind the dumpster a ways? Just because everything pitches to that corner. I mean, that's
And that's the way
Yeah,
it
just
happened.
adding like 20 feet or so, just
Yeah.
kind of creating an elbow.
right.
Yeah.
And I mean, then at least if there's debris and stuff gets in there, they can replace the stone, dig it out, and take care of the.
Yeah, I can make sure, as long as there's clearance, I don't foresee an issue.
It's right there.
Yeah.
It was this was the one before this?
Yeah. This was
It was there before, so it should be no problem doing it again.
Yeah, that's a.
Right, the
yes,
dumpster
I don't-
wasn't
I
there,
don't
so
think it's
they
gonna be an issue.
kind
Well, you can move the dumpster, make sure that happens as that's the way it
Couple
was.
feet that way
And
would,
that's the
Yeah.
way it should be.
all right.
So that won't be a problem, right?
I'm sorry, you're very quiet on my end, so I apologize if I'm not.
So that won't be
I
a
can hear
problem.
someone talking.
That won't be a problem to be able to do that.
To move the dumpster, or you mean to add the elbow?
Add the elbow, and if you have to possibly move the dumpster just a little bit to make it happen.
I don't believe it's gonna be a problem, no.
Okay.
All right.
Is there anything else?
No.
And I will, originally I was gonna recommend it could be the 6th or the 20th. The planning board will not be hearing this until the 7th. So they would come back on the 6th, the planning board won't have opened or made any recommendation or comments. Sometimes I do get a review from them previous to that, because they'll have the plans already. But I don't, I mean, we haven't had any abutters, so I don't know if they'll have any abutters or concerns. But we can continue to the 6th, and then if we have to, continue the 20th until the planning board, or do you want to just go to the 20th?
I just want it to the 20th, how do you guys feel? You know,
Makes sense.
just, because we're not gonna be able to do anything on the 6th.
Except get updated plans.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's up to you.
They're gonna have to give it to the planning board anyways. It's up to you guys, I mean. Wanna do the 20th?
My client's hope is to, move forward. If they've done their review, we should have a completed plan for both the planning board and the conservation. So hopefully we'd be able to close the 6th and the 7th, and then actually finish.
We
finish
could
up
schedule
the site
it.
work.
But the planning board's gonna review it.
Then I would recommend continue to the 6th, and we'll see what the planning board review comes back with.
What do you guys wanna do?
Sure. Fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, I entertain a motion to continue to the 6th.
Moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All set?
Thank
you,
you,
Kevin.
everybody.
Thank
Have a
you.
great night.
Two. And the next one is just administrative talk for 245 North Elm Street.
And I sent a letter notifying of your request for them to be here. This is the one that we had tried to get in a long time ago, and then because of the meeting schedules and big dates that we canceled and stuff, he hadn't been able to. He was gonna come in once. I was hoping, I left a message for him on his phone tonight.
Yeah.
So that's why I put to be determined. So if you wish me to send an enforcement letter with fines, at this point,
Have you talked to him about that?
he knows that fines would be coming if he didn't come in and talk to the commission to
Oh.
get to do what he wants. I've noticed there's now a trailer, mobile camper trailer parked beside the house, right up against the.
Have you had any
50
trouble
foot.
talking with the man? Does he understand what's going on?
There is a language
Yeah.
problem a little, but he fully understood that it was no touch area and what the signs meant, and
Has
that if
to
he
come in.
wanted to do anything, he had to come in and talk to the commission.
Right.
To find out if they would allow it, and if he needed to do a formal filing and hire an engineer with plans. I said, the chicken coop can't stay there.
How's the trailer? Is it
I mean,
parked
it's
in
literally in the wetland, not even in the 50
Is
foot.
the trailer parked in any other area that's not supposed to be in?
Not yet.
Okay.
Is it a house trailer or?
No, it's a big camper, tow behind, like a fifth wheel.
I say we move forward on the, there's been plenty of chances.
I mean, we need to come in and talk to us, one
Yeah.
way or the other.
Yeah, this
And
may,
if the only way to do it is to threaten fines, then
Yeah.
that might be the only way to.
get it done.
Tell him,
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I will send a letter.
And the next one is River Street between South Elm and Howard Street sidewalk phase 3.
So the River Street sidewalk is complete. The grass is all seeded and all in. All the requirements are made. I did request an updated set of plans for the change order for the 2 catch basin and dry wells that were put in at the end of Charles Street, so that we have those on file and on record, so that the town now has something for the MS4 requirements, that we've made an improvement. They seem to have worked.
So those were put in. Where do they drain out? Up to the where the other one goes?
They don't go anywhere. They're just dry wells.
Oh, okay. So,
They're just deep wells with
Oh,
crushed
really?
stone, and
Drains,
do work.
whatever.
it just naturally filters away. And so far, even with a 2.5-inch rainstorm, it didn't seem to have a long-term puddle sitting there. I mean, it
There
seemed
was
to,
a problem before.
right.
Oh,
It
God,
was
yeah.
Bad.
Especially the heavy rains that just flooded that whole area there.
so everything's in order. So they were asking to get a certificate of compliance for that and to close it out. So
Good.
unless you have any issues,
Issue it.
recommend we issue a.
I'll entertain a motion to issue a certificate of compliance.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 And I had nothing else other than to make note that 506 West Center Street, the Shell Car Wash, is planning on filing shortly for the planning zoning permits that they're gonna need to move forward with their project and redo that. So I'm thinking hopefully, maybe the 6th, we'll have a new set of plans that we can look at and then head out for review and get that one off our plate.
It was about a year ago, wasn't it? They
Yeah.
first.
It's been over a year.
When do you think they'll start taking down the building?
They want to start in spring,
Okay.
to get the permitting all done and
Spring then, okay.
ready for a spring project.
And like I said earlier, they did a good job taking down those houses. And
I checked that, and the silt fence and everything's up
Going.
and ready to go, and they want to break ground in the spring. So
it actually kind of looks nice, just open like that.
until the building goes up, and then you won't see
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. That's good. I don't know, anything, anybody got anything else on the?
Can't think of anything.
Sounds good, so Steve, you all set?
Yep, all set.
Alright, so I guess I'll entertain a motion. Oh, actually, assign these first, right?
either or signatures. We don't.
Well, let's see if we get out of here then. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Have a good night, Steve.
Hey,
Have a
Steve,
good
have a Merry
holidays.
Christmas. Enjoy the holidays.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
thanks to all of you.
Thank
Same to
you.
Thank
Steve.
you.